All right, sweet. Do you guys want to move into the Big 12 championship game?
Do it.
Okay. First off, collapse around for the Mormons. Kalani Sitake staying at BYU.
That's awesome.
Supposedly the BYU job is more attractive than the Penn State job. How about it? How about it? And shout out the big donors of like Insomnia Cookie or Crumble Cookie, like just coming through for the Mormons. So huge for BYU. Now the only problem is they are 12.5 point dogs in this game. They need a lot to go right. They need a lot to go right. LJ Martin has averaged 5 point yards a clip on the ground this season. For some reason, I don't foresee that being the case this game. Uh, so can we get four? Is this a game we get four on the ground? Are we efficient? Also something I might not see. Um, I think, dude, for BYU, it's a couple of things that need to happen. One, Kingston or Roberts, they're white boy receivers. Somebody's got to have a cat buster, explosive pass play, touchdown, maybe a few. Uh, because I don't think Bachmeier's like just a carve you from within the pocket type of guy. Like he's pretty collegey. So Bachmeier with his legs, a couple big pass plays, LJ Martin kind of getting loose. That's going to be their offense. Now their defense. Texas Tech has answered they know how to tackle. They are a very good tackling team. BYU, on the other hand, I've seen Cincinnati running backs run wild. I've seen other teams in the Big 12. I don't know if I don't trust their tackling yet as well. I do like one of their safeties, Tanner Wall. He's got 4 picks. Well, he's one of my favorite safeties in college football. I think maybe he makes it a pick or two because Baron Morton. But here's my next point, and let me know if you agree with this, guys. I think Texas Tech watches the Ohio State Michigan game last week and says, yeah, that's going to be our strategy against BYU. I think it's going to be a lot of Cameron Dickey. He's going to be like the Bo Jackson of last week at running back. And I think they're not going to let Barrett Morin like try to throw a bunch of picks. I think like they don't think BYU can score on them, and that's how they're going to play the game.
I'd agree with that. I mean, if you watch the first game these two teams played, I feel like Texas Tech kind of did the same strategy almost. I don't remember if they ran the ball as well, but I just remember it was kind of like a boa constrictor on BYU's offense. And it was like um, they weren't going to let BYU hit explosives, and I don't believe they did in that game. It was just like once Texas Tech got out to the lead, it was a Texas Tech was playing the version of defense that lets the BYU not be able to create explosives enough to score fast enough in order to come back. And
Yeah,
I don't see that
it
in
was
here.
Cam Dickey, literally 23 rushes, 121 yards. Morton only threw for 219. It wasn't like the craziest offensive output. So I think they're going to try to deploy a similar strategy, like you said, Arch. Also, BYU had 3 turnovers in that game. So if they do that again, kiss it goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I just reiterate what you guys have been saying. And I think similar to like you're a good comp to the Michigan Ohio State game. In that first BYU Texas Tech game as well, I thought that like you were saying, they were just trying to milk the clock at some point and just try to win the game on the ground and take as much time off the clock on each drive as they could. And with doing that, I think they left a lot of meat on the bone, just like Ohio State did last week. They could have exploded on BYU for a lot more points than they ended up doing. The final score was 29-7, but that game was never in question a single time. And Texas Tech just dominated the entire time. And their front seven is so good. And I just don't think there's any Big 12 team that's going to be able to stack up against that.
Yep.
And who knows? There might be no team in college football that's going to be able to stack up against that front seven. But I just think they have too much quality there and real deal NFL guys in that front seven. And BYU just can't match that level of play from their offensive guys.
Of like
So
literally pure physicality and
yeah,
like that's what it
100%.
comes down to.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, BYU. It's gonna be a real uphill battle. If Texas Tech turns the ball over 3 times, then it might be a close game. But
yep,
outside of that, I think it's gonna be tough sledding for the Cougars.
yeah. Freshman quarterback as well. So all right. That was yeah. But hey, congrats BYU. You already won this year. You kept your coach. 11 wins.
And you won 11 games. That's
11
awesome.
wins.
Yeah.
You might even get 12 by the bowl game. So
Yeah.
awesome. All right.
Just please don't be in the playoff. Gosh.
Yeah. Well, also if you're Notre Dame, nothing. You are cheering for the Red Raiders so hard because if BYU goes in, Notre Dame is out.